Starting off the day again at the punching bag. Just a nice way to exert some really intense bursts of energy, you know. Just kind of get rid of that morning anxiety and really kind of, you know, punch the day in the face, so to speak. So just get in here, do a couple palm, a couple kick, a couple elbow, you know, body shots, leading into a palm and elbow, just whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just having fun with it, like, that's all I'm doing. So don't criticize too hard, I'm just playing around. Then we're gonna transition into just some light jog, you know, almost ladder style, but not quite as intense. I think I only do 3 here. And then my last one, I kind of sprint it out, get my heart beating, get a little bit of a sweat built up in that last little moment. So probably gonna race back here now and pick it up. Yeah, there we go, boy. Now just gonna do some chest flies. I didn't really get to do chest yesterday, so I decided I would just work it in today. So pretty light, 25 pounds, just chest flies. A lot of people think that you have to lift super heavy to build muscle, but it's kind of strange, you know. There was a really big guy next to me, like big guy, like, you know, verging on almost like 250, maybe even like almost 275, 300 pounds. But I was lifting more than he was, and in most cases, like, I actually really lift light. Like, this is a pretty light amount of weight for this exercise. But, you know, if I wanted to, I could step it up to like 75 pounds and do some flies with those. But I don't think that's necessary, and I don't actually think that that's a good way to build muscle. You know, I'm going to show it right here because I just kind of stepped it up just to kind of prove a point, and I got some 80 pounds, and I'm just going to do some chest press with them, which is way more weight, you know, than the guy next to me that was kind of freaking looking like he was gonna blow a gasket with his amount of weight. And, you know, I don't even look near as big as that dude or whatever, and I hardly ever lift this much weight, but I'm pushing it up with ease, you know. I think I get 8 reps in right here. Could have easily done 10. I kind of max out at 100 pounds on this chest press. And I only ever really do that if I have somebody there spotting me, a lifting partner. But I hardly ever lift super heavy. Gonna get into some arms now. Had a super sexy girl come and start lifting right next to me, so had to do some arms. Nothing like a beautiful woman to motivate you. It's the one thing that can almost motivate me as much as music. I didn't have my headphones in today. Every once in a while, I just kind of don't want the noise, you know? So I go to the gym and I just kind of feed off the energy that's already there and try to draw power from within rather than, you know, requiring external stimuli to motivate me to have an intense workout. But it doesn't, you know, hurt to have a beautiful girl there that you're like wanting to impress. So, yeah. There was this way sexy chick next to me at this moment. But again, I'm still lifting pretty light here. I just did, you know, 25 pounds. Curled them, I think, like 25 times each arm. So 50 reps total. And then just transition into like 5 pounds and then just lift that up until your arms pretty much go numb. And now, you know, I'm just going to kind of show that obviously I can lift heavy. Oh, and there was that chick. But yeah, obviously I can lift heavy. These are 50s, and I have no issue just curling these. But I hardly ever just curl 50s, you know. It's like, I don't know what most people are doing in the gym, but I think they're working out wrong. And it just kind of goes to show that, you know, me being able to do this amount of weight and weigh more than everybody else, and I weigh, what, like 150 pounds? it just goes to show that, like, per my mass and the amount of mass that I can lift up, everybody else is like doing it whack or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just Superman. I'm kidding, everybody. I'm just talking shit. But yeah, so gonna get into some windmill ab work right here. I love these, but I hate them. Didn't even notice that dude. Man, I must have really been in the moment. Didn't even notice him when I was doing this. Come and put those weights on that rack. But I think I do 10 reps right here. And man, that 10th one was really, you know, hard to get done in good form. But when you got the camera on you, that also provides like a ton more motivation. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I'm gonna be uploading this shit, so I better do this shit, right? Had one guy ask me how long, it took me to be able to do that, and I was like, dude, I've been doing sports and athletics my entire life, like, so pretty much the built up some of my life leads up to me being able to do this. He was like, oh. But you know what I mean? Like, if you're just getting into, like, the gym and stuff like that, I would say, like, you could probably build it up in a couple years, but don't expect you to just go there and get it, you know what I mean? Like, you got to go consistently, like, every day for, like, years. And, just doing some bands now, just light stuff, like, almost just barely above working with your own body weight with bands, but really it allows you to, like, fluidly and smoothly extend yourself and contract your muscles, which I think builds a lot more strength than rigid and spontaneous movements. So I like doing bands for that reason. We're going to transition into some other bands right here. Just some chest stuff. And yeah, these shots aren't the best, but I'm just doing this in a public gym, sports academy over here in Logan, Utah. And it's like, I don't want to be some douche that's like getting in everybody's way with cameras and shit. So whatever, I just took the shot for what it was. Got like half my body cut out, but fuck it. Yeah, so we're just going to do the other side here, you know what I mean? Got to make sure that we're all balanced out. We don't want to be looking like a freaking crab with one claw that's like fucking giant and then the other one's just some pea shooter. So yeah, we got to be balanced out, you know what I mean? That's why I love yoga. I love yoga for that reason. I think the more flexible you become, the stronger you become. A lot of people don't get that. And strength is a lot more than like just looking big. Gonna go check out and see which way I'm supposed to go today. It's Tuesday, so I gotta go clockwise. I was about to go counterclockwise, but probably running into some fools if I did that. But yeah, anyways, like I was saying, just walking it off now. Just walking the day off, like, still got the rest of the day ahead of me. Like, the gym is a small part of the day, one of my favorite parts of the day, but it's a small part of the day. If I want to get other shit done, like, I can't put everything I got into the gym, otherwise I'm just pretty much hammered, plastered, like you're fucked up kind of. And you fucked up if you work out that way, because the gym is just a small part of your life. I mean, it has a great influence on the rest of your life because it transitions into you being able to do a lot more shit if you're healthy. I mean, your mind itself is literally a structure of your body. So if your body's healthy, your mind is healthy. I think a lot of times we forget that. So yeah, get on it. But anyways, just walking all this shit off because I got a lot more shit to do today. So yeah, now I'm just walking in a circle, and I'm just gonna sit here and talk and just ramble on about whatever. But what I was gonna say is that, like, a lot of these people that you see in the gym, it's like they're walking around and it's like, yeah, they got muscles and stuff like that, but they're not gonna be able to follow you up a mountain and spend a week up, on hunting expo. Just last year I went up with my uncle up to the Wind Rivers in Wyoming and went sheep hunting. Like, they won't be able to do that shit. They're there to push up, 4 plates on bench, and then what the fuck else can they do? Don't be like that. And if you're just working out just to get chicks, I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit don't work. Like, I've been to the point where it's like, people are calling me out and saying, well, here comes Mr. Chippendale, and walking with one of my bros from back in the day, C Land, Him and I used to just be religious at the gym, you know what I mean? Like, we're all about diet, everything like that. Like, went up to Zion's and everyone's calling us like, oh, you know what, you guys get a break from your stripper show down in Vegas? But I'm telling you what, like, I still didn't get fucking any pussy. If you're just working out just to get pussy, like, that's not why you should be there. And anyways, I'm gonna tell you right now that just being fit and in shape still doesn't get you a girl. It's a lot more than that, you know what I mean? Like, people say, like, it's all about personality, you know what I mean? Like, you're looking skin deep if you're just looking at skin, which supposedly the metaphor is supposed to say that skin isn't that deep. I always like to counteract that argument and say, like, oh, well, you know, the skin is a byproduct of your genetic code, which is pretty much as deep as it gets, and the genetic code aroused, you know, or was arisen from literally, you know, the birth of the universe. So can you get really any deeper than appearance? Because appearance is just a reflection of your actions over time, right? So looking at somebody and judging them by their skin depth, right, is actually a pretty accurate way to judge somebody. But anyways, yeah, if you're going to the gym just to get some pussy, you need to change that up and just do it for yourself. Like, I like being fit, you know, so that's where I go. I like being able to do stuff. I like being able to go and participate in activities, be a part of sports, like being able to go out and do things with my friends. So that's why I do it. Like, maybe originally it started out because I was always smaller, you know, growing up, and when I did Greco-Roman wrestling, I was always in the lowest weight class, and I was always, you know, peewee, mini-man, right? So one day I just decided I need to go to the gym if I want to get a girl or whatever, you know. That's kind of how it started out, but then eventually I realized, like, I can't be doing that shit, and I just got to do this for me. Like, if I want to be in shape, then I got to get in shape, and I got to stay there. And I got to love the fact that, you know, that's who I am and that's what I'm doing, and I got to do it for nobody else but me. Because if you're trying to do stuff for other people, eventually you're going to stop doing it once you don't receive that recognition by everybody else. So you got to be the one giving yourself recognition for doing this, you know. Self-checkout, right? Don't rely on others to check you out. You got to be checking yourself out, you know. Picking it up here, I think I do like 4 laps, kind of jogging. Maybe pick it up a little bit on the 4th lap, get some cardio in. But yeah, I'm just kind of here for me. You know, I like the environment, like I've said before. Having beautiful women around doesn't hurt. I'd be lying if I said, you know, I'm not attracted to girls. It'd be stupid. No, I am, definitely. And definitely women are part of my motivation. But I don't put all my eggs in that basket, you know. Part of my motivation, the majority of my motivation, is myself. So yeah, I like to be able to just go here and stay on top of it, and I like my exercises to be able to transition to activities that I can do outside of the gym. I like to do a lot of shit, and you know, if my training literally only encompasses me being able to lift up a shit ton of weight and have my muscles pop in the mirror, but literally I can't go out and do shit in the real world, then I think the training is pretty fucking useless. And I think you're fucking training wrong. And I think you're an idiot. So that's just my 2 cents on the matter. You see a lot of those people at the gym, and they walk around like they own the gym, you know what I mean? Oh, another thing that's on my mind. Meeting a girl at the gym is the most fucking difficult thing to do. It's like, girls, they want you to fucking look at them, but when you look at them, they fucking call you disgusting. But if you don't look at them, they feel like there's something wrong with them because he's not looking at me or something, you know what I mean? It's like they love that, but they hate it at the same time. I've known people that have gotten in trouble and like kicked from gyms for like flirting with girls the whole time. It's like a very weird place. It's like almost you just have to like trip and bump into each other or some shit like that for it to be like acceptable to meet somebody there. Otherwise it's just creepy as fuck. And yeah, I've seen people get fucking banned from gyms for that shit. Not a good place to meet girls. but a good place to receive motivation from the concept of possibly reaching the status in which a girl whom you're attracted to approves of, you know? And there's nothing wrong with having the opposite sex be a motivational factor in your life. So, that's it for the day. Later.